Winner goes on to play in quarter Sunday. McCollum shot score! The Rebels are money in Marlboro. They move on to quarterfinals. It's over. UMass is going to the national title game for the first time in their program history. Kyle Kubiak now tries to find some room to work. He'll one-time it up at the point, and it scores! Kyle Kubiak with a long blast in front of the central bench over Sam Zavelson. Just like that, it's 3-0 Cardinals.
Halloween is upon us in Mount Pleasant. And the scariest things to see this weekend, besides empty cornfields and haunted houses, is apparently a Cardinal, as their historic rivals come west to open their conference play. It's an MCHC matchup between Saginaw Valley State and Central Michigan. Happy spooky season, everybody. Welcome inside Martin Ice Arena. We're excited to have you with us. My name is Devin Serra, alongside my partner in crime, Reagan Cleves. Good to be with you again, my friends. And tonight, Central Michigan comes into this rivalry game against Saginaw Valley, winless in their last four. They got trounced by Lawrence Tech 9-2 last week. This is a big opportunity to bounce back for them.
Yeah, and this live on Flow Racing. Matt McKenzie along with Tyler Kuhl. We've got three of the top-notch pit reporters. We got Zach, Devin, and Blake here tonight. Let's go down to pit road and set the stage as we get ready for another fantastic Saturday night here at Berlin on Flow.
Yeah, thank you, Matt and Tyler. It is going to be a great one. We have a stacked grid behind us, getting set to qualify for the battle at Berlin 250. And a lot of big-time names here, as Matt and Tyler were mentioning. One of them is set to go Cup racing next year, the 71 car of Josh Berry, and he's never been here to Berlin Raceway. Tony Stewart called it one of the most technical racetracks he's ever seen last week. Josh Berry came out, laid down a great lap last night in practice number 1, led the charts. He's got a lot of speed, and he has a 2-time Battle of Berlin winner, Johnny Van Dorn, in his ear tonight, so look out for the 71 car. And then there's a lot of locals like Dylan Stovall and Austin Hull and Chase Berta trying to have good runs as well. Devin, who are you keeping your eye on?
Well, speaking of NASCAR drivers, William Byron in the 24 machine with a brand new race team here in Anthony Campy Racing. He said he hasn't been here in a long time, but William Byron, as we know, won the 2022 Money in the Bank, so he's always a favorite here. And how about his NASCAR counterpart, Chase Elliott at Hendrick Motorsports? First time back at Berlin since 2015. He's finished second here twice. He's always going to be one to watch in this stacked field. And the guy behind us to our right, Derek Griffiths, was fastest in first practice today, as was William Byron. But Derek Griffith has had terrible luck here, but he's got this new red scoop on the front clip on the front of his car, so he's looking to turn his luck around here at Berlin. So William Byron, Chase Elliott, and Derek Griffith. And who are you looking at, Blake?
Yeah, at the other end of pit road, we got Bubba Pollard, who has to be seen as one of the favorites going into this race. Laid down fast time earlier today. Also, the trio of Donnie Wilson Motorsports, Gio Ruggiero, Jesse Love, Cole Butcher, all going to be cars to watch here in this absolutely stacked field for the Battle at Berlin. Matt and Tyler?
17:39 to go in second period. 1-0 Central from the lone goal on Isaac Gibbs in the first period. And Gibbs extends his team lead in goals with that one to 7. Andrew Porzana got only his 3rd assist of the year, 4th point. And you and I have talked so much about the lack of scoring with this Central team through the first 8 games of the year. They've been reversing that as of late.
Yeah, big hit there on Jake Bishop. Gets the crowd into it.
Indeed. This one is tapped quickly by Robertson into the attacking zone. Michigan retrieves, however. It's intercepted by Jay Nadeau as he gets crunched to the press box stand. Sailed across, where it's carried by Dan Coughlin. They'll return it. Give and go for Owen Lawson. He'll chase it deep to the zone. This time, he'll corral it behind himself. A hard check from behind there from Kyle Robertson. Chris Armentrout tries to gain center. It'll be sent back by Blake Berger. Retrieved by Robertson again. Robertson mishandled the puck, gave Berger some time and opportunity. He gets double team in the corner. To the trapezoid. Up the far wall. Moved by Connor Morgan. Check that, Jake Bishop. Back and forth we go. Grayson McKenzie taking a check from behind by Bishop. Michigan fans don't like that one, but as you say, they're not going to get a call.
You know, Devin, this forecheck for Michigan Flint is a bit underrated. That last minute and a half, they've been able to pressure CMU, force them to make turnovers at neutral ice, as this is going to go for icing against the Wolverines. But it's credit to the Wolverines. They've been putting pressure on CMU here early in the second, but CMU's done a good job of staying with it.
Well, Michigan Flint's top line has been the most productive for them. I think of guys like Josh Appleberg, Brendan Olgo, and Blake Berger, who had a goal last night. So when you're trying to work with guys that have a little bit more of a top-heavy production, how do you assess roles on the second and third lines if you're Michigan Flint?
I mean, really, it's kind of what CMU's been doing at the start of this year. It's rotating lines until you find something that clicks. For CMU, that top line of Gibbs, Morgan, and Schultz that played last night really well. That line's going to stay together, but they're cycling through the rest of their lines trying to find something that clicks, and Michigan Flint's got to do the same thing.
Good point. We can expect quick changes from that line later in this game. It's a quick turnaround from last night. Puck sent across to the center of the ice. Nobody home. Isaac Hopp, the freshman, to the corner. Muscled by Dan Coughlin. He'll win the battle over back. Returns around the cage looking for his options. He'll dust it off at the point. They're wound up by Robertson, and it hit Gilgren in front of himself. Look out, stretch pass, breakout for Blake Berger. He's all alone in. Shot on net, saved! Jones got it with the blocker.
And Jones is able to keep his feet set, doesn't get his feet in concrete. He's able to respond to that shot that's up in the shoulder. Good job by Lauren Jones.
There's the first breakout rush for Michigan Flint this entire game. Now across the other way, Connor Morgan has shots on the other side. He'll wind up, and it's turned wide to the left post. Deep to the corner. Morgan retrieves it back. Leaves it there for Isaac Gibbs. They'll tag up with it. Attempted. It was played and muscled by Grayson Meissner. Pushed all the way to the point. Christopher Martin will now tee it up, and it's blocked in front. Kamara dumps it back deep. Isaac Gibbs touches it up. It'll be left there by Meissner. Can't get it out. Good job by Christopher Martin to settle it at the half wall. And a hip check by Brendan Schultz. Keeps the line. Schultz moves deep to the zone. Centered it for Gibbs, and it went through his wickets. Now look out. Bad play at the line by Kamara. It allows a lone chance for Miles, and he winds up. Jones might have caught a piece of that.
What a great job by Lauren Jones making up for the couple of defensive laps here for CMU. Some good stretch passes by the Wolverines allow for some good opportunities, but Lauren Jones is up to the task.
Twice in 2 minutes, the Chippewas get caught flat-footed. They get a new change on the ice. This one's intercepted. Porzondik saved by Rogers. It's still loose in front, and it's Morgan on the goal line. That one was kept out by Grayson Meissner. Another try from the point is off a body. Holy smokes, that was on the goal line, mere inches. And Grayson Meissner, their defenseman, keeps it out. There's a blast from Messina, and it's wide off the glass.
Yeah, another round of great pressure here by CMU, Devin. A couple of good shots, but somehow Rogers is able to keep it out.
Christopher Martin, the forecheck for the Chippewas. Porzondik! Rogers has got it, and he's going to smother it to settle things down. Holy smokes, what a 2-minute forecheck for CMU after the Wolverines had 2 breakaway chances back-to-back.